Hey guys, HW. Had to come into the office today, so I thought, just about to head over to the city to grab a coffee. I thought, I might start filming in North Sydney today and show you a few things along the way, and I'll walk you all the way down to the station because I'm going to catch the train over the bridge and just show you a few things along the way. Now, I have filmed this little park before in this massive apartment block on Berry Street in North Sydney, but one thing I think I failed to mention last time was this site here used to be what was known as Shopping World. Do any of you who know North Sydney remember Shopping World back in the old days? So this is where it was. I'll come out onto this street here because there's no cars. Just as I say that, a car drives down the street. But they've built these two, this apartment block and this big office tower on the side of the old Shopping World now. There's a bit of construction going on for the new metro station that will come through and link up North Sydney with the city and the northwest of Sydney. It is lunchtime, so we're going to see the hordes running to the food, running to the cafes and restaurants as we walk through this little part of North Sydney. So yeah, stick with me. I am heading to the city, so we're going to do some filming in the city as well. But for now, I haven't noticed that before. It's very colourful in between the two buildings here. I'll get out onto the street so I don't film everybody scoffing their lunch down. Oh, there's another one of those Cali Press places. Must be a real chain. Starting to rain. It's a pretty miserable day in Sydney today. It's a little bit of a cool change with rain before we get another string of hot days. I think on the weekend we're going to be 32 degrees Celsius every day for 3 days, and then there's a little break, and then the following weekend we're going to get up to 36 degrees Celsius. And they're saying, or the Bureau of Meteorology is saying, that that'll be the last stretch of hot weather this summer. I hope they're right. Oh, actually, just quickly, while we're here, just over there, I think I've filmed it before, but I'll point it out again. But that red and white sign there, Bacino Espresso, good place to have a nectar if you're in North Sydney.
That's what people
I'm guessing probably because it wasn't too hot today that it encouraged a lot more people to come into the office. But there was an absolute crap load of people on my train when I came into North Sydney today. And there's a lot of people milling around too. I have said before that Thursdays are a popular day to come into the office, but this is Thursday especially more. Should I sneak across onto this median strip, or should I stay here till the lights change? That's the question I have for myself right now. Yeah, got the green light. So what I was going to do as we approach Miller Street is I was going to have a quick look up here to see if another one of my favourite nectar joints or coffee shops is still open. Normally I'd go down the other way into the tunnel. Oh, it's not looking good. It looks like it's closed. Looks like it's gone. It's called Steam M. I used to love coming here and getting a nectar in the morning, because this is the second day I've walked past and it's been closed. That's a shame. That was a good place. They served Other Sky coffee beans in there. Yeah, people everywhere. People are going crazy for the food today. With all the macroeconomic conditions around the world that all business leaders complain about, and all the inflationary pressures, there's still people have plenty of money to waste on expensive lunches. They've always they've always got money for their stomachs. There's the atrium up there of the Greenwood Plaza, which is what we're in now. Never noticed that before, that Lockatan shop there. It's probably been there since day dot and I've paid no attention to it. A lot of people milling around this place called Two Black Sheep. Absolutely packed. Oh, Muffin Break. Does that still exist? Remember back in the days when every meeting you went to, there was muffins on the table? The old muffin. I think it's when people realised that they had a lot of calories and they were soon off the menu. I'm heading into North Sydney now. I'm trying to blank out that music because I'll get stung for that for sure. Alright, we're in North Sydney Station now. Let me get my ticket out. Alright, we're through. Get down to the city platforms 1 and 2. He's praying that there's a train on the way. 3-minute wait, not too bad. Alright, well, now we wait. There's the... Oh, here it comes. Or can you see it in the distance down the tunnel? It's just made its exit from Waverton Station and is now heading into North Sydney Station. Might as well keep rolling, I suppose. Seeing the trains coming. Shout out to any train lovers out there that'll see this video. They probably won't because I don't really make reference to trains in my videos, but if you do happen to see it, toot toot, here it comes. The old Tangara.
The train on platform 1 goes to Hornsby via Central. First stop Mosens Point, Wynyard, Town Hall, Central, Redfern, Burwood, Strathfield, then all stations to Egmont.
Alright, that's it for now. So as
on the Northern Line via Strathfield, St, Wynyard, Town Hall, Central, Redfern, and then Burwood, Strathfield, North, Strathfield, Concord West, and station to Hornsby.
that was a real essay, that announcement. But as we cross over the Harbour Bridge, looking out to the eastern suburbs over there, those clouds look quite menacing. You can see the tops of the Opera House just there. So yeah, pretty miserable day. I don't think if I mentioned before, it's only going to top out at 27 degrees Celsius today. At the moment it's around 21. It's quite cool. It's going to rain, so the humidity is going to be quite high. It's going to get up to the high 80s or high 90s humidity today. There's a cruise ship that's docked in Circular Quay, and the centre of the city, the skyline starts to come into focus. So that's it for the little skirt over the bridge and through North Sydney Station. I'll pick it up again once we're on the city streets. Just stepped out of Wynyard Station. Thought we'd walk a different part of the city today. Avoid York Street, which is a starting point for a lot of my walks. But I thought I'd Circular Quay and then walk up Pitt Street and work out where I'm going to have a coffee before I head back. Almost got run over by cyclists then. There really is quite a lot of people around today. I have pinpointed Thursday before as being busy, but this Thursday definitely super busy. There's a bit of rain coming down. Not heavy, but like big droplets. So it must be quite like high cloud that's up there. If you didn't work it out already, I'm heading down George Street towards Circular Quay after exiting Wynyard Station. There's the establishment over there. A few of the punters lined up to go in there and smash some booze on a Thursday lunchtime. Maybe order up some delicacies from Mr. Wong's, which is below. Damn, I need to get under the shop awning. I'm starting to get a little wet. Hopefully there's no droplets on the lens. Might just switch off the camera briefly and check. Alright, we can kick off again. Mate, it's blowing a gale. Probably picking some of this up on my microphone. How are we going to do this? How are we going to avoid the wet? Is there a shelter here? Nah, not really. Do you remember along here there used to be a pub called Jackson's on George? Along there. It's gone. Oh, it's crazy weather. Now the sun's coming out. Oh, that's where Salesforce is in Sydney. I had no idea where they were based. There it is there, Salesforce Tower. There you go. Learn something new every day. Better just check and make sure I didn't get a droplet on the camera when I stuck it up there.
Actually, the one that I get in town, that's better. Yeah. It's like a...
There's the Four Seasons Hotel over there. Been a long time since I've been in that hotel. Remember I went in there for a work Christmas party once. See if I can get a look up the top. There you go. I think I might head over to the railway, underneath the railway over here. See if I can get a little bit of shelter before I walk down Pitt Street. Oh, thank goodness, bit of shelter. Alright, let's get going again. Circular Quay over there. There's the front of that cruise ship that we filmed when we came over the bridge. While we're here, might as well just film this spot here. See just here, building site there. There used to be a pretty famous building that was there. It was called Goldfields House. Do you remember that? Anyone from the old days of Sydney remember that? Goldfields House are long gone. I don't know what they're building there now. I don't know whether it's going to be a replacement or a collection of different buildings. Not too sure. I just saw the front of that boat. It's the Carnival Splendor. I'll see if I can get a shot for it for you as we turn the corner. There you go. You see it in the distance. Harbour Bridge framing it in the background. I wonder how many tourists are walking around today around Circular Quay. These two just picked up an ice cream. Strange day to pick to have an ice cream, but Maybe they really like ice cream. Alright, I might switch off here, get over the other side of the road and work out how I'm going to film without getting wet. Look at these miserable looking bin chickens here, just sitting in the wet, waiting for one of the Sir Lunchalots to drop a bit of food on the ground so they can scoop it up down their gullet. It's still raining as I pass under this fig tree. I've decided where I'm going to have a nectar. I'm not actually meeting up with my mate today, just having a coffee on my Pat Malone. And I've decided I'm going to go and try out that Marlowe's Way, which is in the laneway near Mr. Wong's. And you'll see that laneway featured before in one of my other videos, which was called, I think it was called Sydney Laneways, Sydney Freestyling or something like that it was called. Just crossing over Loftus Street, I think. Try to get a bit of shelter from these buildings. People downing plenty of lagers back there. I don't think they'll be much good for work this afternoon. Just coming up to Bridge Street. Might as well sneak across here while I can. Looks like I've got a little droplet on the lens, so I'll just rub it off. Yeah, that's better. Keep moving. There's the stock exchange over there. Doors are actually moving this time I'm here. They must be operating that building again. Oh, here it is. This is Tankstream Way. And I'm going to try out this Marlowe's Way that I've always walked past, but I've never bothered trying it out. So let's give it a crack. There's a million people in here, so I'm not going to be able to sit down and have a coffee with you. I'm going to have to go takeaway. It'd be nice sitting out here in a pretty quiet laneway having a coffee if it wasn't such wet weather today. These nice little paintings they got on the side here. So I've picked up my delicious flat white. We're just standing in Bridge Lane out the back of the establishment. That's the establishment restaurant, the establishment bar there. Up the top, and then along there is Mr. Wong's, the famous Chinese joint. I'll get moving down Tankstream Way with my flat white in hand. Those chaps Those chaps are smart. They waited till the rain stopped before they started walking around. Alright, now we're walking down the Tankstream Way, out the back of some of the little pubs and hotels that dot this part of Bridge and George Street. I tell you what though, I can't stop talking about it. Today, there's no way people coming into the office are doing any work. Everybody's at lunch and at the as we call it, the pisser. Oh, the grumpy baker. It's an unusual spot to have a coffee in this tiny laneway. There they are, the punters coming out of Grumpy Baker. Back out on George Street now. I'm trying to hold the microphone against the camera and hold my coffee at the same time and balance my bag on my back. So apologies if it's a bit jumpy. Should we walk down Bond Street? Yeah, go on then. Let's get down Bond Street. Out the back of the Australia Square and the Summit building which we filmed before. Look at all those ugly mobile cells on top of that building. Wonder what frequency they are. I wonder if they're 5G or 4G. I think the 5G ones are supposed to be a bit compact, aren't they? So maybe it's 4G. Passing over the bicycle track. A Spring Street up there with this unusual looking artwork here, or art installation. Dying to get rid of this coffee cup now so that I can hold the microphone in my other hand. A few people having some darts out the back of the Radisson. Bloody hell, where's the garbage bins? City of Sydney Council. No bins means rubbish in the harbour. Get some bins out here.
I'm running back down to Australia.
Doesn't look like they like picking up the rubbish either. Look at this. Look at this crap. Alright, my hands are free. I was about to say, let's sneak through here, and this thing's got a massive trailer on it, which means I can't get through. Out onto the cycleway. Better check the time, I'm going to have to get back soon.
So mate, let's do it still on video.
Pretty weird having the chairs like literally on where the road used to be, right next to the cycleway. I don't know how safety conscious that is. Imagine a courier hammering down the cycle lane here and someone just stepping away from the bench, getting collected. All right, let's get into Angel Place. There's the back of Joe the Juice up there. I don't know if that's Joe the Juice down the bottom as well. No, it's not. It's called Long Chim. Another restaurant out the back of the recital hall there. I'm going to go past the hordes smashing food in these restaurants now. There's the Birdcages up there. Quaffing down their wine and scoffing down their bush tucker. Another couple of restaurants down that part of Angel Place down there. Oh no, that's Ash Street actually, which is just off Angel Place. This guy preparing the dishes down here. Cheeky steaks. Someone's about to get plated up. Back onto George Street again. I might cross over here. Start making my way back to Wynyard Station. Get my carcass back over the bridge. So a bit of a different skirt around the city today. Apologies I couldn't film longer, but getting wet at the start, that sort of hampered it a bit. And I'm just exhausted now. I just want to get back, finish the meetings that I got this afternoon and get home. So as we take a line down this drainage grade here on our way to Wynyard, I'll say goodbye to you. Thanks for taking a little skirt around the city today at lunchtime. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you saw a few sights that you remembered from when you were in Sydney. If you haven't been to Sydney before, then even better. You've seen some of the things that you'll see when you come here. So that's it. The video is over.